So it was covered in some sort of substance, and then it had wires and holes and white powder, and that's what they had supposedly found in this guy's apartment. Hello my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a story time video. If you guys keep up with my Instagram, I had said that I wanted to do a video about the bomb threat that we had in our apartment, and I know it's been a little late. It's probably been a couple of days since I said that, but I'm still been dealing with some stuff, but I'm not gonna bore you guys with that stuff. I just want to go ahead and get into the video. So what happened about a month ago was we had our first bomb threat in our apartment complex. We found out it was around nighttime, and we were able to talk to one of the people that lived here. We asked them what was going on, because when we came inside the gates of our apartment, there was a bunch of cops surrounded the apartment complex, and they had told us that there was pretty much like a bomb squad and policemen here because they think that they had found a bomb in someone's apartment. I don't know how that night transpired in that sense, like how it got to that point. All we know was that's what happened. So what we did was we went straight into our apartment, grabbed all our animals and just like the very essential belongings that we had, and then we just booked it and we left to my father's and brothers and sister's house. Let me get into the second time it happened and the footage that I was able to capture. It wasn't like a lot of footage because I was in a rush, and well, we were in a rush and we were just trying to get everything on a whim, and I was just making sure my number one priority was mainly my kids, my animals, and I wanted to make sure that they were safe. This is what happened from beginning to end. I was on the phone with my brother, and my boyfriend Jesse at the time came in. He had come home from work, and he had told me that pretty much as he came in that there was policemen again outside of the apartment complex, and they were pretty much claiming another bomb threat. Okay guys, sorry for my ratchetness, don't mind. Right now there's another bomb threat in our apartment. So we're currently evacuating. I have my little dog right here. I'm trying to put my cats in our car. There's a guy out there trying to help us. I'll keep you guys updated, hopefully, as we go along. But it's a little nerve-wracking. They're not really telling us much. So yeah, it's currently what's going on right now. It just seems strange, and in my mind, instinctually, I was kind of like, I feel like it had something to do with like the first bomb threat that we had, because it was in a short amount of time. Literally, probably both bomb threats happened in about a month span. That's what kind of made me think of that. But so in any event, he told me that they were having a bomb threat, and I was like, okay, of course we have to do this all over again because I'm not gonna risk it. There was some sketchy thing, and I hope I can present it to you guys in an organized manner. But in any case that it gets confusing, somewhere in this video, I will be putting up on the screen somewhere the information that we got way afterwards, once we were already out of the apartment complex and safe, because this was on the news. So you'll see the information, what it says, and you'll get the gist of more or less what had happened. And I will still be explaining it to you in my words, but you can read it for yourself in the articles. So we were gathering our things. They had blocked off the entire apartment complex. They said that they didn't want anyone leaving the apartment complex, which I thought was a little sketchy. Like, if it's a bomb threat and obviously there's people around, I think the safest thing to do would to be evacuate the people and not risk their lives. So it was a little strange to me that they weren't letting anyone out, they weren't letting anyone in, but the important thing is that they weren't letting anyone out, and they didn't want to until way later. But so again, I didn't want to risk it, and there was a lot of other people that were like on the same page as us. They're like, we're not gonna risk it, like this is ridiculous. So they were trying to find a way out. I will be inserting the clips that I have. I don't know in what kind of sequence, but obviously once the video is out, you guys will see. I just don't know yet how I'm gonna be editing it. So they still had all the exits blocked off in our apartment complex, and I had my dog with me, and obviously I had already put my cats in like their little carriers, and we were really just struggling to find a way to get out. Our car was parked literally right behind our apartment complex, as you guys will see in one of the clips. So we just vacated the apartment. There goes Jesse. There's a guy over there next to our white car right there, who helped us put our cats in, but he's gonna bring the car over because my dog won't stop and it's way too hot. So I'm just gonna wait for him to bring the car around, and if I can capture the cops outside of our apartments, I'll let you guys know. Also, we had to park over there. Our apartments are right there, but we had to park right there because they wouldn't let anyone in, and for a while they were telling us that they didn't want anyone leaving the apartments, which is kind of BS, because if it's a bomb threat, why wouldn't they let us leave? But yeah, that's where we're parked, behind our apartments. That was the only way, and we couldn't jump the fences because there's spikes on them. So yeah, everyone's kind of trying to vacate. So that gives you like an idea of how we were trying to figure out how to jump over the fence and what our exit strategy was going to be. So luckily, I think a miracle of what it was actually was right in the nick of time. We were looking around trying to figure out like how we're gonna get out of here. There was a guy pretty much like close to our car, and he was also a resident here in the apartment complex, and he was asking us like if we knew anything, or you know, or if we had any further info. We said we don't know what's going on, all we know is that they're not letting us out. We pretty much asked him for his help because he seemed nice enough that we asked him if it was okay that if we handed our animals to him, if he can just put them in the car for us, while me and my boyfriend, we were gonna try to figure out a way to get out once our animals are in the car. And so he said, yeah, of course, like I'll do that. So he helped us out, thank God. And then it was minutes later where they finally opened one of the exits to our apartment complex. And so me and my boyfriend had to go walk out of that area. I still had my dog with me, but the cats were in the car. They were safe, and so we were just trying to leave and we were just trying to exit. This is where it's all blocked off. Again, the whole entire complex was like still like bombarded with like cops and stuff like that, but I guess somehow they decided that they would let people out. We had called our management office and asked them if they knew what was going on. They were pretty much kind of being a little shady. I don't know, this whole situation was just fishy to me. All they pretty much said was just call back every 30 minutes and just to see what's going on, just to check in. And again, it's just so weird and odd because it's a bomb threat and everyone's acting like it's just no big deal, which is really, really weird. So we ended up at my dad's house for a little. Hey guys, so sorry again for all the mess that I am right now, but I just wanted to say that I am now currently at like my brother's and sister's house, so we're safe. I read some stuff on the news about what happened, more or less. I've also talked to like a neighbor of ours and learned some more information. So in this video, I'm probably gonna share more about that. If you keep watching the video, I'm pretty sure at some point either I did or I'm going to get more into detail about what really happened and all that stuff. So that's pretty much it. And figured we're gonna give it a couple hours, because the first time that this happened, we ended up just staying the night because the management offices were closed at the time. Since it was nighttime, their offices closed like around 6. The first time it happened, it was probably like around 9 or something like that, 9, 10 o'clock at night. So it was fairly late. So this time around, we just said, well, let's give it a couple hours and then we'll call the office and see if they have any new information. We didn't call the office, but the information that we found out is pretty insane. And I forgot to mention that at one point before we got into our car, the guy was still kind of close by our car, making sure that, you know, the kitties were okay and all that stuff. So, you know, thank you obviously to the guy. But I guess the guy had leaked a little bit of information to Jesse about the guy and the whole bomb threat situation. So what he had told Jesse was that what they found in this person's apartment, it was a man, and something about, there was holes on the door, and then there was also some sort of wires attached to the door, and that they found some sort of like white powder substance all over the floor. So that is what they had found, and for me that sounds like the makings of some sort of bomb or some sort of explosive, something of that sort. But come to find out that what we read in the article, and if I can find the article, I will put it up here again somewhere, if it's still there. Also, I think I forgot to mention that his door was covered in some sort of like liquid, maybe some sort of gasoline or something like that. So it was covered in some sort of substance, and then it had wires and holes and white powder, and that's what they had supposedly found in this guy's apartment once they inspected it. And what the report said was something about that when they went and actually checked it the second time around, when the police went in there, that they found nothing threatening, which again makes no sense, because that stuff to me sounds threatening. And my theory is that they are trying to do a cover-up, because for one, they don't want to scare people, and if they scare people into thinking that the environment, the apartment complex is not safe, that everyone is going to want to leave, and then there's no more business, and then there's no more money. So that's just my theory on why I think that they were trying to cover it up for the most part. I don't know what they did with the guy. Apparently nothing happened to him. He just vacated the spot, and that supposedly he had told them that he had left a bomb or something like that behind, and that's why all that stuff transpired, or something along those lines. So once we found that out, we pretty much gave it a little while. We had read that they pretty much cleared the apartment complex, that it was safe for any residents that had left to return back home. Everything is fine, and again, the place is safe. So we ended up grabbing all our kids and came back to the apartment complex. Everything looked okay, and we've, you know, just everything's been cooked steady since. But so far, the guy is gone, no more bomb threats, this place still remains crazy, and yeah, not much more else to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Mars. If you guys can just do me a favor, and if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also share with anyone if you just want to share an interesting story, and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. And to all my non-new subscribers, if you guys can also do the same thing for me, give this video a like, share, talk about it with your friends, discuss it amongst yourselves. I don't know. I love you guys, and thank you for watching my video, and thank you for all your support, and thank you for all still being subscribed to me. In my next video, I'm hoping to show you guys the whole vegetarian cook with me stuff. Yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care out there. Bye.